So I thought I'd do a little real-time ink monster demonstration for you guys where I make one ink monster in real time in less than 10 minutes because I'm recording this in 4K and my phone can only record stuff in 4K for 10 minutes. So that's the limit we have. I don't have any more than 10 minutes. I just have to figure out what the hell is this thing. And I'll be guiding you through my thought processes. Now, the first thing I need to do is find a good brush to use. I should have done this before I started, but I never do because I'm stupid like that. And I'll choose the goat hair brush, Chinese weathered goat hair brush first, just because that was the first one I found, and then I'll start looking for shapes. And I really like what's happening here, and I really don't know what's happening here, but I do think I have a cunning plan, which I probably should I'll reveal it to you guys. I see the shape of a skull this way, and if I draw the skull like that, then that will be a reasonably easy shape, and then I can twist it by the end and have a sort of a twist ending, a reveal. But then I only have like 8 minutes left on the clock, almost 8 minutes, a little bit over 8 minutes, so I need to pick up the pace. Now, most of my ink monsters I do in between 5 to 15 minutes. Some take up to like maybe 45 minutes, but mostly not. And you know, I let us make something weird with this skull. Here, let us just, instead of having the regular shape of the skull, let's throw people a little bit off by doing it like this. Now let's use these beautiful, thick, bold, broken lines. And then now we're going towards the front of the head, but instead of having the front of a head like a normal skull, we'll throw in some weird shapes, mostly just to throw people off, and because it's fun. Now there's a new face here. Oh, this will be exciting. This will throw people off even more. We have the nose under here, and let us make the mouth shape a bit bigger, like this, and put in a few more teeth. I can do these, you know, more realistic, or I can do these more cartoony. This one is going to be a lot more cartoony. And now, really, all I'm missing now is the eye, and by placing the eye here, I'm going to throw off everyone who thought that this was going to be the face, like this. And I need to make some more like wrinkles, like this. I think this will be very good. And then the reveal. 1, 2, 3. This is an ugly mother plucker. So I have a few more minutes left. I have 4 more minutes left, almost. So I can change my mind even once more, because I'm not really satisfied with what happened here. So I can start adding and making it into this little bug creature. Bugs always works. Now we're losing those shapes that I liked in the beginning, but you have to sacrifice something to make it work. So very often while doing these ink monsters, I sort of see one shape that I like. Now this brush is a little bit messed up, but I see one shape that I like, and then before the end of the process, I have actually lost that shape. You know, it's no big deal, because we're not trying to create, or we are trying to create a masterpiece every day, but I know I won't be able to create a masterpiece every day. So it is okay that you lose, you know, every time you do one of these ink monsters, you lose the potential of all the other things that Inkblot could be, and it doesn't matter, because they are literally Inkblots. They are a dime a dozen. I could, how many Inkblots could I make in an hour? Hundreds, probably. And they don't really matter. Now, I just put the Cthulhu head on this thing because it makes it weirder, and tentacles are fun. And now that it has the Cthulhu head, then I think instead of like instead of Bug's feet, I'll give him or her or it claws, and I'll let the other claw be in the shade, which isn't, we're not talking real light and shade here. We're talking the reason why this one is in shade and this one is not is just to make it feel more 3D. It doesn't really match up to physically how this shape would be in the real world. Let's make another foot here. I should really have made since I'm making a foot here, I should have made a connection here somewhere, but it's okay. It is all okay, you know. The reason why ink monsters is such a good idea is that a monster can be anything. So no matter how you mess up, it's all okay. It can be anything, like Bob Ross's woods, except creepy. It can be anything you want. And now I'm struggling using this brush because it's split in two, but actually if I just concentrate, I can use one of the splits and paint with that. This is not a technique I would recommend, but since I have 10 minutes and I have the choice between searching for a better brush or finishing this thing, then I'll choose finishing this thing. And now I think it looks pretty cool. And now I have to remember which number it is. I think it's number 83, 483, 480, maybe it's 484. Yeah, let's say 484. And we need to figure out a name. And it sounds like something that will have something with a Q. That's what I got in my head, so I'll just start there. I have 1 minute to figure out the name. Not Quetzalcoatl, but something that's not a Quetzalcoatlus, but it is a I don't know what I'm writing here. I'm just writing some letters. Caratus. That sounds... Caratus sounds like a thing. That's all you need. It's just playing around with the sounds. And then I need to sign it. This little shape is my signature, which is a very small self-portrait of me with glasses and a hat and smiling because I made it. And I have a few seconds left. I made an ink monster in 10 minutes. Ba-doom.